While looking for funny videos on the interwebs, I came across horrible news. The Barbie film snub.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
This made privileged white women in America lose their minds. As Shuan Head so eloquently put it, this was their 9/11.
Greta Gerwig and Margaret Robbie were not nominated for their categories in the Oscars. God forbid, rich, affluent white women are inconvenienced. Greta and Margaret missed Academy Award nominations for director and actress respectively, a fact that was a little too on the nose for some.
Yes, because all those other categories where women are also nominated don't count somehow. It makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it.
Don't ask questions.
When you're hurt, you deserve the best at your side. Your injuries could be worth millions. Insurance companies often lowball clients. God knows it's happened to me. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you the money you deserve. Morgan & Morgan has more verdicts than any firm in America. Insurance companies know it. Now you do too. The firm does not settle for lowball offers. Just in the past couple of months, Morgan & Morgan saw more verdicts of $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer. The firm is not afraid to go to court and fight for the biggest award possible to compensate you. It only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. The fee is absolutely free unless you win. Did you know you could start a claim for America's largest injury firm in just a click? It's so easy. You can start a claim now with Morgan & Morgan at www.forthepeople.com/itsagundam. Needless to say that Instagram and Twitter went insane. Women in America started screaming the film proved that they lived in an oppressive patriarchy. Honestly, how anyone can scream about being a second-class citizen while texting from a $1,500 phone and drinking Starbucks, Jamba Juice, or Panera Bread green tea is beyond me. But for some, victimhood online is currency, and women have cornered the market on TikTok for it.
Greta Gerwig made a critically acclaimed, culturally profound feminist movie about Barbie and the patriarchy that made $1 billion at the box office. Oscar nomination goes to Ken. Hashtag Barbie, hashtag Oscars 2024.
I don't want to get emotional on YouTube, but this is just sad, you know? It's like when you see a puppy who has cancer. It's just as sad as shit, you know what I'm saying, YouTube?
In today's world where everything is more expensive, we're knee-deep in a recession, and we're staring a depression in the face, this woman's focused on Barbie, as she should be, because what else would a privileged woman be worried about?
Robbie's competition was Best Actress. Gosling was Supporting Actor. That's a huge difference. Also, the film literally got nominated for Best Picture. If there's any rightful beef to have, it's Gerwig not getting a Best Director nod.
Wow. What an absolute travesty. People who will never have to work ever again in their lives and are worshipped by millions in the United States of America and treated like the aristocracy in the modern age will not get a nomination for an award that ultimately won't change your life and the fact that you probably don't have enough money in your bank account to cover a single medical expense. Oh well, welcome to America.
Stop him!
What's sad is how this woman can't admit that Ken was the best part of the movie. Everything with him was fun, funny, and entertaining. In an attempt to make Ken the villain, he came out the most likable and relatable character in the film. Not to mention, I'm Just Ken was a total banger. Now, saying Barbie is culturally profound is a big stretch. Check this out. As you can see here, for such fans of Greta Gerwig, no one was really talking about her or thinking about her or mentioning her online until the Oscars. That just doesn't make any sense. These people apparently love the hell out of this woman and her film.
They loved it so much they forgot it existed.
Barbie being robbed for her own movie while Ken secures a nomination is insane.
Horrible, YouTube.
The fact that the supporting character got an Oscar nod, but the woman who played Barbie herself got nothing, is not sitting right with me.
Well, pop culture girl, you stand the Barbie movie. I doubt there are many aspects of reality that sit right with you, my dear. And I suggest therapy.
I'd like to thank the Academy for reminding us that no matter how much progress we think we make, the real world has always been and remains a kingdom.
Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Seeing America as inherently evil because Barbie didn't get a nomination in every category is just amazing. The fact that this woman is also a PhD and an MD also says a lot. She probably lives in a very beautiful area with a lovely home and an expensive electric car. Yet, somehow, she's oppressed.
But the guy who picks up her trash, He lives in a kingdom.
Anyway, Margaret was beaten out by Lily Gladstone, who, by the way, is the first Native American to ever be an Oscar nominee. Now, if that isn't progressive enough for you, she also uses pronouns. Delightful. In fact, this is what was said.
Lily Gladstone on how using she/they pronouns is connected to indigenous background, a way of decolonizing gender for myself.
Aho! Young warrior. Looks as though you've tasted the white man's lead.
So, on top of that, she's decolonizing gender. Is that not progressive enough for you, Argovin? My God, what more do you need?
Honestly, I doubt white people were the first to come up with gender. But like I said before, victimhood is currency in the West.
Needless to say that this would be seen as progress, but these women complaining would have to actually care about something deeper than on a surface level and maybe actually look at what's going on. But it's much easier to be outraged and believe that you're somehow oppressed while playing your Taylor Swift music from your expensive luxury car.
Oh my God, actually a Taylor Swift one. Jesus Christ.
I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I get there quicker if I was a man.
Wow. It's like Stairway to Heaven.
There was really no way that Taylor Swift, the queen of the mid-white woman movement, wouldn't be brought up in this entire discourse.
If Taylor Swift was a man, she would get there faster because she'd be stronger and full of testosterone. In fact, she wouldn't even have to use her legs. She would just fly over there, floating on the power of patriarchy and privilege.
Greta and Margaret, while it can sting to win the box office but not take home the gold, your millions of fans love you. You're both so much more than Kenough. Hashtag Hillary Barbie.
I remember when I lost my mind.
What intern thought that hashtag Hillary Barbie was going to be a viral hashtag/tweet?
Yes, one of the most powerful women in the world is also one of the most oppressed. If you believe that, then I have a DSP membership to sell you.
Telling me that something you pay $3.99 for now that you can't pay $5.99 for to get the same thing plus added benefits because a troll is trying to ruin the channel. I have a hard time believing that. I'm sorry, I really do.
Then I went to Instagram, as that is a site that is dominated by women, to get their opinion on the matter. Brace yourselves. Ryan Gosling released a statement about the Oscar nods, and honestly, he did this to placate these emotionally stunted individuals so that they don't blame him and continue to support his films and see him as an ally to women.
Because everything is about having teams and it's us versus them, even down to watching stupid movies and liking an actor.
To say that I'm disappointed ... would be an understatement.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling, I don't think you've had a disappointing day in the last 20 years, bro.
Only him getting nominated is kind of the point of the film. If you know, you know. Glad he spoke out.
Yes, Whitney, you're absolutely oppressed. And I'm glad that this film shined a light on just how horrible it is to be an American woman. It's so terribly bad that heterosexual men have been fleeing to other countries to find women to marry and live.
The movie definitely proved its point. You men literally don't get it. We got a movie for women by women, about real struggles we've all been through. It's literally a metaphor for growing up as a female and being deeply crushed when you learn how the world works.
Everyone is deeply crushed when they figure out how the world works if they don't become rich and famous and they're not conventionally handsome or beautiful. Like what you're experiencing, honey, is called life.
The direction was incredible. The acting was incredible. The set, the costumes and designs, incredible. But who got recognized? The man, the male co-star. The Academy refused to let women have this. It's so painfully clear to women. Of course, you men don't care or get it. But for us, it's a reminder that we can't even celebrate having this win for women. It's a reminder that we can try to succeed and still not be recognized for our accomplishments. But the man who stood off in the sidelines and helped co-star gets the praise.
Gosling carried that film on his back. And I'm saying this as someone who didn't like the movie. Wait a second, women won't be recognized? Then I guess all of these women that are nominated for the Best Actress must be men. I knew Emma Stone was a dude.
It's really weird to see this level of cognitive dissonance so openly displayed. I wonder how this girl gets through her day, and under the assumption that she's somehow disadvantaged for being a woman in America.
Any man that's been divorced with kids will argue that women are not disadvantaged.
Basically, the rest of these tweets are women parroting everything they're saying, like, It's only men that think the movie sucks, when actually there's a ton of women in the comments saying that the movie sucked. I've seen plenty of women say they didn't like Barbie, but we're all just going to pretend that only men didn't like it. And that's pretty much it. It's confirmation bias, really. And that's all there is to it.
Funny how all the men in the comments don't like it. Weird. It's like the movie was questioning the patriarchy or something.
I'm so sick of hearing about the patriarchy while also hearing women complain that men don't live up to stringent gender roles, while she should be free of any gender role that would be cast upon her. Frankly, I'll leave this video with my tweet that best sums up how I felt. The Barbie movie wasn't amazing. Gosling got the nomination for the Oscar over Margaret because he was the better actor. It's not that deep. The movie proved no point, other than you should spend less time on social media complaining about oppression from your expensive phone. Thank you for coming to my TED Talks.